Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. We're on another episode of Hogwarts Legacy. Right now, we have a main mission in front of us, and that is to check in with Deke. All right, we gotta run up these stairs real quick. And now we enter the room of requirement.
Deke. Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack.
What is that? A knapsack.
Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howard said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where. Come along, then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
I'm ready to go now.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing.
So what this is going to do is, this is our main storyline mission.
That was a dark time.
Help us get to that second trial.
Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right.
Oh, we have to assign the knapsack. Oh, we get to catch some puffskins. Oh.
You got one!
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Let's go. Oh.
I'll look after you.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're meeting Deke near the Jobber Knoll habitat. So now we get a chance to find some of these magical beasts.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
Would you mind talking a bit more about what it was like working for your former master?
Deke's master was not kind to beasts, or to Deke. He saw beasts only as a source of income, to be used for potion ingredients and labor, and Deke will not say more. But Deke is grateful to be at Hogwarts, where he can help care for beasts and make amends for the things his master made him do.
Do you have any advice on how I can rescue more elusive beasts?
Levioso is not only helpful when rescuing flying beasts, it can also help rescue beasts that are generally hard to catch. Try using that spell the next time you encounter a small or otherwise elusive beast.
What if I can't find any beasts in their usual habitat?
Beasts won't stray too far from their homes. Look nearby or simply wait a moment and they should return.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Okay, here we go. All right, first thing is I gotta get Leviosa.
Levioso! No, you don't.
Okay, got it.
There. I'm not going to hurt you.
Now we gotta go back and talk to Deke. I want to see where these poachers are.
I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
Let's do it. I'm going to walk to them, 'cause I want to see if there's some poachers.
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
How did you end up at Hogwarts after working for your former master?
Deke's prior master had no family, so when he died, all of his house elves were relocated by the ministry. Deke was the most fortunate one, as Deke was sent to Hogwarts. Deke's friends were not as fortunate.
I shall go and find a mooncalf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
I think we gotta open up our map. And then we gotta turn it to nightfall.
Do cooperate.
Levioso!
All right.
Everything's all right now.
What are these? Oh, these are mooncalves again.
It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a mooncalf now.
Another beast, safe and sound.
Shame we didn't see the mooncalves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
Time to go back to the room. Yeah, I don't see any poachers or anything like that, so... Let's just go ahead and fast travel there. Just to save us some time. There's no point in flying or walking there. Let's just hit that foo flame and get there a lot easier.
There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home.
But, not enough room to let them out here.
Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all.
Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide.
What exactly did you think of?
Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready.
Okay, let's go in. Kind of gives me some Fantastic Beast vibes right here. 1000% gives me those vibes now.
Look at this. It's amazing.
That is
Where
awesome.
are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them, let them see their new home.
Heck yeah, we do. Okay, it says tap R1 to open the beast management menu. And we can add these beasts to the vivarium. That is awesome. Okay. That's pretty cool.
Oh! Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
Cool. Okay, so it says when magical beasts are nurtured, they provide materials with magical properties. Your beast feed and beast petting brush are some of the ways to nurture your beast.
Deke thinks you are doing good work here.
Thank you. This is awesome. It says collect a jobberknoll feather. So I got the moon calf. Oh. I think I gotta wait till it's nighttime, right? Hmm. Oh, there it is. For some reason, I thought we had to wait till like nighttime, but that's for the moon calf anyway. It's nice to take care of our beasts. Okay, now we can go speak with Deke.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom.
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
Okay, it says exit the room. And I think we gotta conjure an enchanted loom. It says I need to conjure an enchanted loom from the spellcraft that Deke provided.
Revelio.
It says add a trait to an item of clothing. Gear features one primary offense and defense by default. Magical materials can be used with the loom to add an upgrade, upgrade a secondary stat, or apply traits to your gear. Okay. It says add a trait to an item of clothing.
That came out nicely. I should show Deke.
All right, let's show Deke what we have created.
I used the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Thank you for your help, Deke.
Awesome. Well, we can start rescuing some of these beasts too. And that'll actually be pretty cool. Let's go ahead and open up our map. We've got some more quests available. We've got a... Ooh, this one will be good. In the Shadow of the Estate. So I promised Sebastian I would meet him in Feldcroft. He hopes meeting a new student will bring some cheer to his sister Anne. But something ominous is happening in Feldcroft. Meet Sepet. And now it's time to meet Sebastian. Whoa! Feldcroft is some distance away. Maybe we could rescue some beasts on our way.
Off on another adventure, are we?
We are. We definitely are.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Ooh.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Potato.
Stupid spiders.
This is utter nonsense. I've never heard such rubbish in all my life. I think I get more sense out of boot carts.
Potato. Expelliarmus.
What the?
Incendio.
You can't slay one of my own. You will fall.
Levioso.
Let's keep doing it. Oh, I ain't got time to go through there.
Incendio. Incendio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Lumos.
These rocks have seen better days.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Levioso.
Probably more spiders.
Protego.
All right. Well, that wasn't hard. I will say these guys are starting to get pretty easy.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
Is that so?
Such arrogance.
Levioso. Protego.
We don't need to do that.
I won't rest until you're dead. Let's get this over with.
Hey, we're just having some fun right now. All right. I was gonna say it's probably that time where
How did I get mixed up?
I go ahead and meet Sebastian. No. I don't need to do anything with that just yet.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
How do you pop these balloons? Oh. Oh, hold up. Puffskins?
Professor Howard will never believe this.
I've already got a puffskin though. Huh. Maybe that's the beast that was there. This episode, I feel like I've done quite a bit of exploring so far, so I apologize, but definitely want to
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
incorporate that stuff in this playthrough with you guys. It shouldn't just be all about the main storyline.
Now you should be able to travel to and from Feldcroft in an instant.
You made it.
All right. How's it going, Sebastian?
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's. This way.
Revelio.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Okay, it says enter the home.
Aha!
Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey!
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
Man,
But we
that
have
was pretty
tried
mean.
everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never! I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
Dang.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Yeah, that's okay, man.
Poor
We gotta speak to
Sebastian.
Anne and Solomon
Not the
anyway.
visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I can try.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
Revelio.
Okay, this is a letter from Sebastian to Anne. This Hogwarts isn't the same without you. Well, Sharp is still as foul, but you know what I mean. I hope you're feeling better. Sebastian. Oh, that's Sebastian's potion kit.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, He will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
He's just trying to help his sister.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
Sounds good.
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
I can go stop it.
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ramrock knows what he's doing. Want to be a part of it? Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book.
What's up, guys?
What was that?
Potato! Stupefy! Leviosa!
You are postponing the inevitable! I won't rest.
That was unimpressive. If only Ren...
No! I will make you pay.
I shall avenge your death.
You've made your last mistake. One less human to... You're making this too... I won't rest.
Descender!
I'm a goblin!
Leviosa! Descendo!
No! I will make you pay.
Leviosa!
Put me down!
Descendo! Potato! Incendio!
I won't rest. How nice of you to stop by.
Leviosa! Expelliarmus!
I'll cut you. Rather unwise coming back this way. No! Let's get this over with.
Leviosa! Expelliarmus!
Someone's been taken out last me!
Leviosa!
You can't stop us.
A loyalist assassin.
Incendio! Descendo!
I confess, that was a bit more than I thought.
Incendio!
I tried to warn you.
That wasn't that bad. I thought I slammed him down, but maybe I didn't.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
Let's do it.
They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Revelio.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
Oh, here we go.
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's Loyalists.
It might be worth
Revelio.
look at the house itself.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
It's been a previous vision of ours.
Revelio. Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Oh, okay.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Revelio. Reparo. Accio.
Oh, which one is it going to be?
Incendio. Descendo. Depulso.
Huh, a stairwell.
Whew, these spells take a little bit of time sometimes to figure out.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Revelio.
Ooh, okay, we've got a journal entry. Okay, it is my second week in the camp. More arrive each day. The Muggle doctors and even some of our own healers are doing what they can for them. The grief is palpable. The ones who have survived the plague are forever damaged by their loss. A fever may pass, the skin may mend and scar, but the devastating sorrow remains. I saw a man, much like my father who lost a child. I couldn't bear it. I longed to give him some shred of a relief. I'm beginning to think that others are wrong. I have the power to help these souls. It seems as arbitrary not to help them as it would rid them of their torment.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
Another journal entry. It says, I travel here to learn, but I long to help. My internal struggle is overwhelming. And it's as tough, the magic. It's as though the magic wants to heal, and I am the one preventing it from doing so. Should I lose hope? Will I ever regret not having done more? I cannot look into their eyes knowing that I can lessen the burden of heartache. I saw the man leaving camp today, the one who so reminded me of my father. Surely it wouldn't hurt to help him. I could further my research, of course, but that would be a fortuitous consequence of doing something good with this ability.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Revelio.
Still says explore the cellar. Oh.
Incendio. Revelio. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come.
Oh, okay.
I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did.
Oh.
I'll be in touch. Till then.
Oh, man. All right.
Revelio.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbaton Castle. After dark. Do
Heck
not
yeah.
tell anyone.
Got another mission with Natty?
Revelio.
Okay. Let's go to our quest. We have astronomy class. Okay. Ooh, we gotta attend herbology class during the day, and we're going to get Wingardium Leviosa. That was my best Hermione Granger voice. It probably didn't go too good.
How wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of snow-sword.
Heck yeah. Okay, this levitation charm, Wingardium Leviosa, can levitate and move objects. Control its position with your movement and use the directional pad to fine-tune its distance and rotation.
Well done!
Revelio.
Practice Wingardium Leviosa. Here in the greenhouse. I've set some crates out for you in the next
Wingardium
room.
Leviosa.
You're a natural.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a Wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvelous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
What a string of bad luck.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your Wigan trees.
Okay, cool. Well, that is all we need to do for this class.
Revelio.
Acceptable. Acceptable? In Transfiguration? No child of mine should receive less than outstanding. What are you even doing in that class? Or is it that sniveling teacher of yours?
Oh, our required level for this class, for this one, has to be level 17. Dang. Okay, that's wild. All right, we're gonna make that a stopping point for this episode, guys. You know, it was pretty cool to do the quest with Sebastian. You know, we're moving along in this game pretty good, I feel like. And yeah, we'll be back soon. We still got so much to uncover and so much more game to do. I'm definitely really excited for it, and I can't wait. Until next time, everyone, though. I'll see you guys soon.